I'm Moindrali Datta, Chief Content Producer, HT Slurrp, and today we have with us Varun Sharma, Head Mixologist, Comorin, Gurugram. Welcome, Varun.
Hello, Ms. Datta. How are you?
Good. So tell me, how do you like your whiskey to start with?
Yes. So, for me, whiskey is a liquid gold that emerges from the distillation of base beer. I would like to mix my whiskey in many cocktails. For example, if it is from Scotland, I would like to make sours out of it. And if it's from Japan, I would like to make highballs out of it. And it totally depends where it was actually made.
So, since you have told how you like your whiskey, I want to understand, talking about the Indian palate, how do you see it evolved over the years?
So, things have changed over the years, and so with Indian palate. Now, Indians are looking for the new flavors, and they know what they want to have. They are constantly looking for the new flavors. They are constantly looking for the product which is pocket friendly, and that's the reason why their tasting buds are evolving. Right. The best example is Oaksmith Gold. So Oaksmith Gold is a whiskey which has the characters according to the Indian palate. It is smooth, it is rich, it has a peaty note at the end, which really suits the Indian palate.
Nice. So Varun, we see a lot of rise in the whiskey drinkers in the country.
Right. Yes.
And how do you see and what do you forecast for this? Like with the rise of the whiskey drinkers that has happened, what is your forecast? How do you see it?
So I would say India is the 6th largest Scotch whiskey globally in the world, right? And that's big numbers. Though the promotion and advertising in India is strictly prohibited some parts of the country, but the sales of whiskey is increasing day by day. I would say the future of whiskey in this country is really wide because the different flavors have come up. The whiskies, I would say, like to brand like Teacher's Highland, Teacher's 50, Maker's Mark, Ardmore, Bowmore. Those are Indian-made foreign liquors, and even the Indian whiskeys like Oaksmith and Oaksmith Gold. They have developed their own taste and according to the Indian palate. And I would believe India has a huge future for the whiskies especially.
That's great. So when we're talking about whiskey per se, like you mentioned about where it's produced, what it is done, we also know this one particular category of whiskey, I would like to say it that way, it's picking up is the Japanese whiskey.
Right.
So what is your take on it?
So actually I would take the Japanese whiskey as a take on to the Scotch whiskies. Right. Nature plays a vital role on it. Right. So like in Japan, there's a wood called Mizunara, right? It has a great impact on whiskey because whiskies are aged in barrels. Like in US, whiskies are aged in oak barrels, and likewise in Japan also. So that's a huge impact on whiskies.
So Varun, over the years we have seen white spirits making a lot of taking the forefront when it comes to cocktails, and whiskey has always been a pour over on the glass with a little bit of ice and you just have it. But why not explore the world of whiskey cocktails?
So now whiskey cocktails are also coming in this world, right? Especially in India. I would say about 10 years before, people like whiskey on the rocks or with a soda or water. But now, people are having cocktails out of it. I would say I can make excellent cocktails out of whiskey, right? We can make penicillin. So penicillin is a whiskey-based cocktail. It has ginger, it has citrus, it has bitters into it, right? And when you shake it all together with a nice whiskey, you can make amazing product out of it. So it's all about how you understand your product, right? So it's all about which whiskey you are using, and that's your creation, what you can make out of it. So for me, you can make excellent cocktails out of whiskey.
So any specific, your favorite that you would like to highlight apart from a penicillin or something that you have made?
Right. So there are many cocktails. So there are classic cocktails like Manhattan, Old Fashioned. So we can make very nice Old Fashioned with different whiskies, right? And especially in India, now we have varieties of whiskey available. So that's a good part for us to make cocktails, many more out of it.
So Varun, with all the insight that you've shared, and as we come to the end of the interview, tell me, since people are getting aware of whiskey, people are buying bottles, what's the 2022 or way forward, the yearbook or the trend book gonna look like?
The trend would be like more of the people now understanding the flavors of whiskey. So the whiskey is no more like a straight spirit. You can mix whiskeys in different ingredients, as I said with the cocktails, right? So I would say in this 2022, people are really looking for the good whiskies that is already been, right? But they want to explore their taste. If I say about the Indian whiskies are more into the flavors and they are known for their quality globally. I would like to mention some brands over here like Teacher's Golden Thistle, Teacher's 50, Jim Beam, and other Indian made foreign liquors also, and especially for the Oaksmith and Oaksmith Gold. They have a beautiful flavors because the flavors of these whiskies has come up with the different varieties, like you can feel the richness, creamy texture, the peatiness and the oakiness of wood. So everything is there in one bottle. So I would say the whiskies are emerging, especially the Indian made foreign whiskies, and the Indian made whiskies are expanding globally everywhere.
Thank you, Varun. That was an amazing input that you have shared. And as we know, the way beautifully he shared the yearbook, the trend and the palette. So why not just go grab your bottle, pour it in the glass and just say a cheers to us. Thank you.